Did you know it's perfectly legal to drive with a broken side mirror in most of the US? Cops don't. They'll pull you over anyways. Apparently our clearance racer is just too high. Replacing the entire assembly is costly, but luckily we can just replace the glass itself. Most of the time, the glass has a backing plate that attaches to the mirror assembly using these clips, which can be popped right off without ever having to call professionals such as myself. All you need is your replacement glass, flathead screwdriver, maybe a cloth with some rubbing alcohol in it for cleanup if you're feeling fancy. This video is specifically about the first generation Mazda 6 I'm restoring, but the basic steps work for most makes and models. Just be very careful not to break your new glass, or worse, damage the motorized assembly the glass is connected to. Don't worry, it'll look better when I'm done. You should have seen it before I got to it. On some cars, the heated and non-heated mirrors are interchangeable, but on the Mazda 6, they aren't. So make sure to double check for your own vehicle. Cars that have heated mirrors as an option usually put texture symbols that indicate it's a heated mirror. So if it's missing this, it usually means it's either not heated or all mirrors for that car are heated, so it doesn't really matter. Still, if you aren't quite sure, it can be helpful to remove the old mirror before buying your new one. If it has these pins or any other wires or electronics on the back, it's heated. Anyways, first you'll want to put the key in the ignition and turn it to on. You don't need to start it, just get the lights on. Then adjust the mirror so it's pointing in towards the car. Point it right on the driver's side and left on the passenger side. This will make it easier to actually access the clips. Put your hand behind the mirror and gently apply pressure outwards. Be sure to apply pressure evenly and try to keep it at the bezels instead of on the glass itself as best as you can. This goes for any pressure you apply to the mirror. Watch as I flagrantly ignore my own advice, getting broken glass everywhere. Next, use a flathead to push the clips out of place. It helps to have some sort of light source, but you can generally at least get an idea of where the clips are. I've found the most efficient ways to remove the bottom clip furthest from the car first, then you work your way around with the clips that are easiest to get to. It'll usually pop off with only 2 or 3 clips removed this way. If your mirror is heated, you'll need to be extra careful not to damage the wires connecting the mirror to the assembly, so don't be too hasty. Just like that, our mirror is already off. Since we barely ever get to have this assembly open, we might as well take the time to clean it. Take some cleaner and a shop rag or a microfiber cloth and just scrub around. I like to use rubbing alcohol on anything electronic or smudgeable since it's not caustic like brake cleaner and still dries fairly quickly to prevent moisture damage. Back inside the car, get the mirror more evenly leveled, which will make it easier to put the new glass in without incident. Finally, we're ready for our new glass. If your mirror is heated or has any other electronics, attach those connections first. I like to slide it on at an angle, like this, with the clips closest to the car going on first, and then push the rest in place. Once you've got it pretty evenly centered, you can push down on the bezels in the mirror to click it into place. Try to keep your pressure even to avoid breaking the glass. And that's it. Now all that's left is to clean up your glass with your glass cleaner of choice. Might as well do another pass on the assembly too while we're here. And then finally, clean up after yourself like any decent person would. Now enjoy your new mirror and enjoy not being hounded by the donut patrol. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more content like it, stay tuned. I've already recorded a video on the Mazda 6 S serpentine belt, dry sanding versus wet sanding on headlight restoration, and more. See you next week. I'm going to say the words like and subscribe so I can watch the little buttons at the bottom flash. That never gets old.